Alright, what is up guys? Welcome back to the show. Should we be worried about altcoin season? Well, as you guys would have seen, we had a bit of a correction, if you want to call it that, over the past few days. So in today's video, I'm going to take you guys through some of the charts that I've been looking through. If you missed yesterday's live stream, then we can look through some of the stuff we looked in the live stream as well. Some very important charts there. And to make sure you don't miss the live streams, you've got to make sure you are subscribed with post notifications on, guys, okay? You're going to help me on my journey to 15k subs. But right now, Bitcoin currently sitting at 113k. Now, guys, when we look at the Bitcoin chart, you're going to see that we did have a retest level at around 111k, and it looks like it could still be in play. Now, when we do use our order blocks on the 4 hourly, you're going to start to see that we've got a lot of stacked resistance above us at 115, 117, and 118.5k. So before we can start to get super bullish and say that the pullback's over, we need to be tackling these 3 levels of resistance. The next level of support, if we do lose 111k, is going to be around here, around 106k. I like to use the daily, guys, okay? So 106k, big line in the sand. If we broke below 106k, next level is going to be around 100k. And it would ring a lot of alarm bells, to be honest, guys, if we did break below 100k. I don't think we should be too worried, to be honest, guys, because we've got a lot of liquidity building up above us, 115 all the way to 120k. So you're starting to see a lot of shorts pile into the market. And this is the way it always goes, guys. On the pullbacks, people pile in shorts late. On the pumps, they pile in longs late. And that's how the market makers are grabbing the liquidity and liquidating a lot of leverage traders, guys. Now, have you taken profits at all in the past 3 years? Because I took a lot of profits on ETH bags, on some of my other altcoin bags like XRP, HBAR. We took a little bit of Aero profits as well, guys. And that allows me to look at my portfolio and be a lot more at ease than some of you guys who are looking at the market right now. And you're seeing these coins down. They're not really that far down, right? But you're looking at it and you're thinking, oh my God, why can't I catch a break? And it's because you're doing it wrong. You're buying into the pumps and selling into the dumps, guys. Okay, we've got to stop making these mistakes. But what you'll start to see is more people come onto crypto Twitter in times like this. And these are 2 of the most ridiculous views in 2 replies, guys. ETH to 3,400 seems ridiculous. Likely by tomorrow. Here I am thinking that we're going to have a new all-time high before the end of the week. Now, he said yesterday that ETH was going to be at 3.8k today, right? When we're coming up to retest a previous macro range of resistance, hopefully flipping it into support. Now, ETH actually did fill its order block yesterday, just above 4k, about 4.1k. So hopefully, if we do get another weekly candle next week that's a little bit red, then again, 4k is going to be a key level of interest for a lot of longs. And like I said, worst case scenario is going to be 3.8k. Now, why has altcoin season not happened? What should we be expecting, guys? Now, I showed you this in yesterday's live, and we said we could be around the corner from an ETH altcoin rotation. Okay, so what happened with ETH first of all, guys? We need to look at the ETH Bitcoin chart. And what happened for ETH Bitcoin was we just lost dominance over the space of years, okay? But if we can say from the beginning of the year, end of last year, we came down to form a bottom, and then we had the rotation, reaccumulation, another pump higher. So we could be in this phase now where we're coming down to form a bottom. Maybe if it's not at 0.55, it could be all the way down at 0.46. So not too much further to go, to be honest, guys. If ETH continues to pump, then it could outperform altcoins by another 20%. But let's just say, for argument's sake, this is the bottom, okay, at 102 billion. We form some sort of bottom, rally up to 0.68, and then have something like this, right? A reaccumulation range here, reaccumulation range here, breakout, try and tackle the next highs, okay? And then we do something like that. That would make sense, where we just start to climb the stairs, and then at these range highs, that could be where we can say, right, we're getting overheated with the rotation of altcoins or ETH into altcoins. We can really think about taking a lot of profit at these times, okay? So a lot of altcoins haven't really been getting as much market share as we would have first liked, but that is just because Ethereum has been absolutely dominating the altcoins. We've had a short-term trend change here, guys, okay, and you can see that in here, and the fact that we did break down from here, but we're actually breaking down again from a larger macro structure for Bitcoin dominance. So that is great. However, it is because ETH is outperforming and a handful of other top altcoins are outperforming. But if we have this retest and then we continue to fall off the cliff, that could be where you start to see the rotation from not only Bitcoin into ETH, but then ETH back into our smaller caps, okay? So right now, even though we're having a short-term pullback, it's still not that bad, guys, because Bitcoin is at 113k, Ethereum is at 4.2k. A lot of our altcoins like Aerodrome still printing higher lows. You look at things like Cardano, ADA, right? ADA still up from this time last month, okay? Still up from 50 cents, nearly 100% up. A lot of our altcoins showing the same thing, guys. So while everyone is panicking about altcoin season right now and why have the altcoins not moved, we should be very happy that Bitcoin dominance is still showing weakness, and that in these Bitcoin pullbacks, the altcoins are not pulling back half as hard as what they would have back when we were up here, guys. So again, what we really need to see is a breakdown in Bitcoin dominance. We need to see the others rotation as well. Maybe others need to do something like this, where it does come down to retest this trend line before going again. Again, these order blocks are not to be ignored, guys, okay? Maybe we do reject from here, come down for the retest, and then start to tackle this upper order block, something like that. And then we can really get going for our altcoins. But right now, I don't think we should be worried at all. A lot of our altcoins are seriously high right now. I mean, ETH, if you're an ETH holder, is keeping our portfolio very steady. Even if you're an XRP holder, keeping the portfolio steady, still at nearly $3, which is insane, guys. Okay, so if you're feeling it, maybe you need to reevaluate your entries, reevaluate your average buy prices. But for now, I think it's very important that we just keep a cool head. Even if we do get a pullback into September, we've got to look at the bigger picture, guys. Bitcoin still technically has not broken down from any key structure. Even if we come down to like 110, 111k, still holding higher price structure, still holding higher lows and forming higher highs, guys. So that's just a quick one from me to you to say, let's chill out. If you find anything in this video useful, you know what to do. Like the video and subscribe. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Peace.